Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's Covenant Kids Week, and we will be learning more about how they're helping local pediatric patients and families in the region. Today we have Nate Rose and Kristen Knoll. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah, good to be here.
So, Kristen, to get started, tell us a little more about Covenant Kids.
Yeah, so Covenant Kids, some people, I like to start out just by saying, don't realize all of the services that we have for pediatric patients in our region. Covenant Healthcare, Covenant Children's Hospital is the northernmost children's hospital in the state of Michigan. So we get kiddos who come from, anywhere up, and if you use your mitten, right, up at the northern half of the mitten, who come to us really for our neonatal. We have a regional neonatal intensive care unit. We have a regional pediatric intensive care unit. We're a verified level 2 trauma center for adults and kiddos, and a whole bunch of other services for children. So Covenant Kids really started by Larry Daly and Carol Cottrell at the Covenant Healthcare Foundation. Really started as a way to tell people about the services that we have, and also connect people who want to help the hospital with our pediatric services with the things that we might need to enhance care for kids. So Covenant Kids is actually a fund at the foundation where money comes in that the community and folks who call into the Radiothon and things like that, it goes into. And then our service lines, our folks that are in charge of our clinical areas, will tell us, hey, we could really use support in this area, and so we just get to connect good with good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And as a children's hospital, tell me about some of the unique medical services that Covenant offers to local pediatric patients.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we have our regional neonatal intensive care unit. Some people might not know that they need it until they need it. So babies who are born prematurely or born with some breathing issues, we have a 55-bed unit where we have preemies, micro-preemies, and newborns that can get care if they're needing that specialized care, and they come from all over. We have a group that's actually a transport group that goes out to outlying hospitals and brings those babies safely to the unit to help those moms and dads. As mentioned before, we've got our pediatric unit as well, our intensive care unit that some people think, oh well, a hospital's a hospital, they don't need special equipment for kids, or it's all it's all one size fits all, and it's not. Because kids are much different size than adults, and so they have specialized equipment, specialized clinicians who actually know how to handle kiddos and help them do it in a way that they understand.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And Nate, what can you tell us about the Covenant Kids Radiothon on 102.5 WIOG?
Well, believe it or not, it's the 7th annual, and it's this Thursday. We'll be live from the hospital beginning at 6 a.m. until 6 p.m., and we'll be sharing stories of families that we've just met, as well as kind of giving updates on families that we've known now for the past 7 years.
Yeah.
So the goal is to raise as much money as we possibly can.
And how can the community support the Radiothon and get involved if they want to?
Well, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. We would love for them to become donors. They can listen to the Radiothon. There's a phone number to call. There's also a way they can text in as well, and there's also a website. And the biggest thing too is to share the story on social media, share with everybody, let them know what's going on Thursday.
And why is WIOG so passionate about this cause?
I mean, this is in our own backyard, and as Kristen mentioned, you never know when you need it until you need it. And there are so many families we've heard time and time again, they were having a baby and they thought everything was going to be just a-okay, and it turned out that wasn't the case. And some, fortunately, are right here, and they've got a hospital here, and others they had to do, as you'll hear stories of traveling in a blizzard from 3 hours away because the hospital that they were at unfortunately didn't have what they needed, so they had to come here to Covenant.
Was there anything else you want people to know before Thursday?
There's just some amazing staff at Covenant, and you're going to hear those stories on Thursday throughout the day. And the thing that I find that just makes you feel good is these families who have been affected by Covenant, they still talk about the doctors and the nurses, the cleaning staff, and those in the cafeteria, and they talk to them like their family and their friends. And that's what I think it's all about, is helping your neighbors.
I love that. Well, thank you both again for being here this morning. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And if you would like to learn more about Covenant Kids or listen in on the Radiothon, it'll be on WIOG 102.5 this Thursday. You can also find more information in the hot link section of WNEM.com.